We live in the noisiest era of human history. Notifications buzz. Ads play before we even know what we want to watch. Social media scrolls endlessly, feeding our minds with highlight reels, opinions, comparisons, and chaos. Even when the world outside goes quiet, our minds remain loud. In all this stimulation, there lies a forgotten treasure: silence. Not just the absence of noise, but the intentional, grounded, present stillness. Sitting in silence isn't just about peace, it's about power. A power so rare in today's world that when you embrace it, you begin to feel like you've discovered a secret weapon. This video isn't about meditation apps or productivity hacks. It's about remembering that in silence, your nervous system recalibrates, your intuition whispers, and your energy returns to its source. Today, we'll explore why silence is more essential than ever, how overstimulation is distorting our inner compass, and how creating a practice of intentional silence can transform your clarity, creativity, and connection to life. Before we get into the video, if you're on a path to self-empowerment, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We're on this journey with you. Part 1. The Age of Overstimulation. Every moment of our day is filled with sensory input. The moment we wake up, we check our phones. As we eat, we scroll. As we work, we juggle multiple tabs, emails, texts. Our brains never get a chance to just be. And even though it feels like we're accomplishing more, we're actually draining ourselves, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. Overstimulation has become the baseline. And the irony is, we don't even notice it. It's like background radiation. We're so used to it that we forget what life feels like without it. But here's the truth. Your brain was never designed for this. Our ancestors lived with long stretches of quiet, no emails, no scrolling, just trees, fire, conversation, and sky. Their minds had room to process, to rest, to think deeply. Today, the overstimulated brain is always reacting. Dopamine spikes come in rapid bursts from likes, texts, or a new video. But what goes up must come down. This constant flux is exhausting. It fragments our attention, reduces our tolerance for boredom, and makes deep focus almost impossible. And the worst part? We think the solution is more stimulation. Another video, another app, another scroll. This has long-term effects. High levels of stimulation shrink our capacity for introspection. We become uncomfortable in silence, restless when there's nothing to do. This is why so many people avoid silence. It's become unfamiliar and even scary. Yet silence is the cure. Part 2. The Neuroscience of Silence. Studies show that silence can literally rewire your brain. In one study, just 2 hours of silence per day led to the development of new cells in the hippocampus, the brain region related to memory, emotion, and learning. When your environment is quiet, your nervous system downshifts. Cortisol levels drop. Your breath deepens. Your mind clears. In silence, your brain switches from the overactive beta waves of daily stress into alpha and even theta states associated with creativity, intuition, and deep relaxation. This is not about emptying the mind, it's about allowing the mind to breathe, to return to its natural state. In silence, the default mode network of the brain becomes active. This network helps us reflect, process memories, envision the future, and understand our own emotions. It's why we often have breakthroughs in the shower or while walking alone. We've turned down the external input, so internal insight can emerge. Silence isn't passive. It's deeply active. It's a laboratory for your inner world. Part 3. Silence as a superpower. When you learn to sit in silence, you start to unlock superpowers. The first is clarity. Without constant noise, your thoughts become more organized. You begin to hear the difference between fear and intuition. You separate what's urgent from what's important. Second is emotional regulation. In silence, your emotions stop being drowned out. You feel them fully. You process instead of repress. This leads to greater emotional intelligence. Third is creativity. Ideas are born in stillness. Some of the greatest thinkers, Einstein, Tesla, Newton, spent hours in solitude. Creativity doesn't thrive in chaos. It thrives in calm. Fourth is presence. Silence grounds you. It reminds you that life isn't lived in notifications or algorithms. It's lived here and now. Fifth is inner strength. The more time you spend in silence, the less validation you need. You don't rely on external noise to define your worth. You return to your center. The last is decision-making. In silence, the truth often rises. You know what to do because you've stopped distracting yourself long enough to feel it. This is why silence is your superpower. In a world where everyone is yelling, the one who can sit still holds the most energy. Part 4. Creating a daily practice. You don't need to move to a monastery to access silence. You just need to carve it out. Here are practical ways to reclaim silence. Morning silence. Before checking your phone, sit in silence for 10 minutes. Let your day begin from a place of inner stillness, not external chaos. Digital fasts. Take a few hours or even a day offline each week. No social media, just life. Let your brain reset. Nature walks. Spend time in nature without music or podcasts. Let the natural world speak to your nervous system. Silent commutes. If you drive or take the train, try doing it without stimulation. Just be. Observe your thoughts. Evening reflection. End your day in silence. Journal. Breathe. Let go. These small practices can shift your nervous system, sharpen your mind, and deepen your self-awareness. Silence doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing something incredibly valuable, creating space for your true self to surface. The world will always be loud, but you don't have to be. When you sit in silence, you access the part of you that's unshakable. The part that doesn't scroll for answers but listens for them. The part that isn't lost in the noise but anchored in presence. Silence isn't a retreat from life. It's a return to it. A reclaiming of your focus, your energy, your soul. So start today. 1 minute, then 5, then 10. Let silence become a sacred part of your routine. And watch as your mind begins to heal, your creativity returns, and your life transforms. In a world where everyone is overstimulated, your ability to sit in silence is your greatest superpower. You've had the power all along. It's just been waiting in the quiet. If you're ready to make a change, type the word silence in the comments below. Have a blessed day.